Horoscope for Gemini, Monday, 6 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. Today, Gemini, the universe offers you an energy that seems to weave an invisible network between the practical and the emotional, where the trigons and sextiles of Mercury with Jupiter, Mars with Uranus, and Saturn with Pluto create a fertile soil for your projects, decisions, and connections to flourish. However, the square between the Sun and Jupiter and Venus with Pluto adds a tension brushstroke, like a wind that drives you to review your priorities and clarify what is serving and what is not in your ambitions. But don't be afraid. The cosmos doesn't ask you to run, it asks you to breathe deep, to feel the weight of what you build, and with that consciousness, to keep moving forward. The moon in trine with Saturn and Neptune, on the other hand, assures you that the foundations you've been forging are more solid than you think, even if you still don't see it clearly. Today, the universe invites you to trust your inner structure while exploring new routes. You feel that lightness in the air, Gemini, but also a certain intensity in the belly. Your physical body, although it does not have active planets this time, responds to the sign that governs, Gemini in House 1. That spark of curiosity and vitality that characterizes you feels like you are a bird ready to fly, with wings tied by invisible threads. It's like every bone and muscle is ready to move, but also to feel. You have the energy of those who are awake, alert, and willing to transform ideas into actions. That duality of which the stars speak so much, between the urgency of doing and the need to feel, manifests itself in your body as a subtle tension on your shoulders, a need to stretch, or a smile on your lips. Today, Gemini, you are not alone in your body. You are a reflection of the cosmos, ready to vibrate with what the day brings you. Taking this energy to the professional field, Gemini, today is a day to align what you say with what you do. The 10th house, where Mercury and Mars are active, along with Jupiter in House 2, suggests that communications, Mercury, and dynamic actions, Mart, are aligned with growth, Jupiter, and financial stability. This situation can be given. You are at a working meeting, and the way you express an idea not only sounds clear, but also carries unstoppable energy, as if every word was loaded with electricity. That's Mercury in Capricorn, in trigon with Jupiter, helping you expand your projects and attract opportunities. But there's something else. Mars in the 10th house in sextile with Uranus in the 12th house. This combination suggests that the moves you take in your career or projects may not only be effective, but also unexpectedly creative. Maybe a project you've been holding back for not having the moment suddenly takes shape with an idea you didn't know you had. Do not forget, however, that Saturn in Capricorn, House 8, and Neptune are also at Home 11, which adds a touch of responsibility to your collaborations. Perhaps, if you're working with a team, you'll feel the need to review the details, make sure every step is well-grounded, although you might also face a clear challenge with someone. Here comes into play the square between the Sun and Jupiter. There may be a tension between what you want, the Sun, and what you need, Jupiter. Imagine that you are tempted to accept a quick opportunity, but your intuition, Saturn-Pluton in sextile, warns you that perhaps it is not the most sustainable. This is a day to balance ambition with patience, to ensure that what you build is not only ambitious, but also sustainable. As for health and routine, Gemini, today your focus must be on the connection between the everyday and the deep. You have Scorpio in House 6, suggesting that your daily habits have a more significant impact on your long-term well-being. If you're cooking, it's not just a mechanical activity. It's an opportunity to transform your health with ingredients that nourish your body and mind. Scorpius, with his transforming energy, reminds you that even seemingly mundane tasks, such as preparing your breakfast, can be healing rituals. In addition, Saturn at Home 11, where Neptune is also located, adds a nuance of discipline to your social routines. If you are in a group of friends or a community of interests, you will feel that there is a shared responsibility, as if each member had a role to play. This can manifest itself in something as simple as organizing a meeting, but also in how you take care of your emotional health. Today you may need a moment alone to recharge, like when you leave your phone in another room and dive into a hot shower, feeling how the steam relaxes the tense muscles of your neck. The key is to find that balance between action and introspection, between what you do and what you feel. If we look now at your emotional world and relationships, Gemini, today there is a vibration of connection and at the same time of introspection. The Moon in House 7, along with Saturn and Neptune in House 11, suggests that your relationships and support groups, House 11, are under the magnifying glass. This situation can be given. You are in a conversation with a friend, and suddenly you feel that there is something not said, an emotion that is not expressed openly. That tension can arise from the quadrature between Venus and Pluto. It's as if a link is loaded with intensity, but you don't know exactly how to define it. This does not mean that there are problems, but there is a call for clarity. On the other hand, the Moon in trine with Saturn, both in the 11th house, gives you the strength to face these pending conversations seriously, but without losing empathy. In the realm of love, if you are in a relationship, today the need may arise to review how both manage expectations. The Sun in square with Jupiter asks you not to exceed the promises, that whatever you want, the Sun, is aligned with what is realistic, Jupiter. If you're single, it's a day to reflect on what kind of connection you're looking for. The Moon in House 7 tells you that current or potential relationships can be a source of learning. Don't feel pressured to move fast, but don't be afraid to explore what you feel. For your mental world and growth, Gemini, today is a day to expand your horizons, but also to connect with your intuition. You have Neptune and Saturn in the 11th house, along with the Sun in the same house. This suggests that your ideas and ambitions are under the influence of the practical, Saturn, and the illusory, Neptunus. It's like you're in a virtual class, listening to a talk about a complex topic, and all of a sudden, an image on the screen gives you a whole new idea, even if it's not as realistic as it seemed. Here comes Jupiter into play in House 2. It is a reminder that there is a balance between what you want to expand and what you can afford financially. Mercury in House 10 also activates your mind in the professional context. You may be reading an article about a new trend in your sector, and although you're very interested, you feel that not everything you read is immediately applicable. That's the time to listen to Neptune, who tells you that not everything is as clear as it seems. Today, rather than looking for definitive answers, look for questions that encourage you to continue learning. If today you feel you need to do a ritual, I propose a little energy cleaning. Place a cup of water with 3 drops of lemon in a small plate on your work table. This combination symbolizes the clarity, lemon, and the energy of Mercury, water, which today is in trigon with Jupiter, which facilitates communication and expansion. Let the water stay there during the day, and at the end of the day, carefully pour it into the sink, thanking that the energy of the day has flowed without obstacles. This ritual is not magical, but it is a way of anchoring you in the intention of fluidity and clarity. For today, I propose the light blue color. This tone, associated with Mercury, will help you keep your mind open and facilitate communication. You can use it discreetly, as a detail on your shirt, on a handkerchief, or even as a wallpaper on your mobile phone. You don't need to wear blue from head to toe. The important thing is that the color is present as a reminder that today is a day to speak clearly and think clearly. Today, you will discover that the ideas that seemed complex have a simple solution, and that the conversations that you had pending are clarified without drama. Have a nice day, dear Gemini. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.